We are here at Davidoff's in Tampa Bay, Florida. A buddy of mine owns a craft distributor inside. We're doing a little whiskey tasting.
Bring it in. Come on, baby.
5 different brands, different mash bills, different whiskeys from each.
Welcome to Davidoff. Hey, man. That's why I come in to get Yeah, let's go.
Everybody I told I was coming to Tampa, they said to be sure to check this place out. Saw some crazy stuff though. They have a double Eagle Very Rare. It's probably a 12-gram bottle. They have the Richard Hennessy. That's another 5-gram bottle. But they have some really expensive rare, some cognac, some Armagnac, some stuff I'm not super familiar with. So yeah, y'all, we're here today, Tampa Bay, Florida, Davidoff Cigar Lounge. I know a couple of y'all live down here, probably been here a few times. Jordan, me, and Derek's first time here, so.
Welcome.
Thank y'all so much for bringing us.
Yeah, we're the rooks.
Thank you all for coming to Tampa. I know you're from Kentucky. It's the production, sort of heart of whiskey, but Tampa, this is the consumption.
That's what I keep hearing. That's what I keep hearing, man.
Chad, why don't you start it off, maybe introduce yourself?
Yeah, Chad Stallman. Been here in Tampa for a while. This is really the home of a lot of great picks. Tampa is really kicking with some really sweet picks. A lot of sweet picks coming out of here, and I'm excited to be part of it, man.
And Chad's been in LFG since the beginning, so he's been around the crew. He knows what's up.
An OG.
Absolutely.
We spent some times at Bourbon 30 together.
Oh, I barely remember, but yes, I think so.
One of my main men right here, Derek Pittenberg.
Yes, sir. Derek Pettenberg, Columbus, Ohio, the mayor of Columbus, LFG for life. This group's awesome. It's more about a community, so it's always cool to, some of you guys I haven't met before. Really cool to put a, face to the name.
Yeah, right on, man.
We have the newest member of LFG.
Hi guys.
Jordan.
JoJo Jordan. I hail from California with these hoodlums, but I'm the new social media director of LFG, so I'm happy to be here, guys.
Let's
and a
go.
buddy right here I've known for a while, Jonathan Gorab. First time meeting in person.
Which is crazy when you think about it.
How long we've been doing whiskey deals together.
I know. It seems like having skipped a beat and meeting me in the parking lot this morning, it was like we had been friends forever.
Grew up together or something.
Yeah, so just appreciate you coming and love to showcase Tampa and all we got going on here. And this is the place we want to be. A lot of it due to the hard work and attention of this man to my right, Jay Ware. But I won't spoil any surprises. I'll let Jay introduce himself, tell you a little bit about what's going on here in Tampa Bay Whiskey Society.
Cool.
Thanks, John. Thanks for having me, guys. But yeah, Jay Ware, longtime Davidoff resident, Tampa Bay native, and one of the lucky and proud board members of the Tampa Bay Whiskey Society. And I think what's special about our group is we really try and drive culture. We try and drive events like this. It's appreciation for whiskey. We don't impose what you should drink, how you should drink it. Everybody is welcome, and that's what we stand by. I think like most societies, the way it starts out is, hey, here's a group of friends that like to drink around the campfire. And that slowly evolved into something much bigger. It went from 4 events per year to 20 events per year. Last year we did 33 events, and we raised over $70,000 for charity.
Nice.
Wow.
It's amazing how you think about the small grassroots that started, small conversations like this. Then you fast forward 6 years later, there's thousands of members.
So you all did 70,000 in charity last year alone?
Correct.
Yeah.
Wow.
Correct.
It's wild.
That's a side of, we do bourbon, we do picks, we enjoy drinking together and the camaraderie, but that's a side of things that the common man really doesn't know about our passion. Is we do, think of it collectively from not just Tampa Whiskey Society, but LFG, all other groups. There's some groups out there that their sole focus is charity around bourbon.
Yeah, why
It's
and
huge in the community.
yeah, right.
So many generous people.
Yeah,
We're seeing it pop up more and more.
yeah. Collectively, as a whole, we have to raise millions,
Yeah.
a year.
Bourbon people are some of the most generous people in the world.
That's very true.
Yeah.
And so it's great to have fun and enjoy stories and lies over brown spirits.
So tell me what we got here. I know we're doing this blind, so
Yeah.
you brought some samples for us. Let's get started.
Yeah, let's start it off. So we're doing left to right.
Left or right?
It's all barrel proof. These are all private barrel picks, cask strength, all different distillers.
So these are all different distilleries right
all
here.
different mash
Well, that's
bills.
wild.
And I'm going to put you all to the test because we have some of these great palates here. So Jay knows all of my samplings, and I do a ton of samplings. They're all mystery. This is like 117 proof, I think, your first one. They're all in that range, 117 to 122.
I gotta say, bro,
What's up, DP?
dude, your passion is coming through so much. Like, you have me jacked.
Yeah. And feel free, like I said, these are foolproof, and I drink my stuff neat, but
Yep.
by all means, what I
the
find
water.
sometimes the younger whiskeys, all this is 4 to 6 years old. Like I said, it's at 117, 122 proof. Just adding a drop of water opens these
Yeah.
suckers up.
It's dark.
Yeah.
The very
Real
first
dark,
one's
yeah.
darker than the others.
Yep.
I mean, that kind of sticks out at you right away.
Man, I'm telling you, I can't.
It's got a nice nose on it.
It's very nice.
Definitely sweet.
Yeah.
For noon on a Saturday.
Yeah, for newless.
I get a lot of. I get a lot of chocolate in there on the nose.
That's what I feel like a spicy mocha vibe.
Seriously, I can make this into a candle. It's really good.
Really
So
nice.
what do you think the mash bill is then? You think I would start you with a rye?
Oh, see, now you're putting thoughts in.
Come on.
You're manipulating them.
I mean,
I wouldn't think so, but now that you say it.
For a 117 rye, I feel like it would have a little more of the spice.
Yeah.
I'm still getting that chocolate though. Oh, like a nougat.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I got a lot to say about it. I got to tell you, things I look for too is just, texture. How does it treat the front of the mouth, the mid palate, the back of the mouth, and everybody's taste buds are different as far as what you pick up. You might be a front, middle, back fan. One of the things I noticed with this, the finish was a little bit dry and it stuck with the sides of my gums, which I enjoyed. There's a bit of a chew in there. And then I added a couple drops of water, and I started to get a lot more of those sweet flavors
Sweets.
on the back. And that was a pleasant surprise. I'm not normally one to put water in something, but that just tasted like it needed to open up just a little bit.
Ryan's like, hold on a
I'll try
second.
now.
Let me do
Yeah,
this now. I know.
I feel like it helps me get all the notes better when I do a
Just
little
one
bit
drop.
of water.
Yeah, that's to me. This just you hit it spot on. That drop of water makes it so sweet. It brings forward that brown sugar.
Woo.
See, it just mutes it for me.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
I know. That's,
Maybe I
it's
put too
tough.
much,
It's
but-
tough.
Number 2,
Yeah, let's do it. Number 2.
a little bit lighter on the color.
Yeah.
Number 1, man. You got the you dropped the rye bomb in my head now.
Well, I didn't mean to do that, but like I said, they're all different mash bills, so I'm just curious to see.
Could be a high rye.
I don't know if it's my fingernails or not. I'm getting a little tobacco on the nose.
Yeah, definitely.
Are we on number 2?
I'm drinking full proof.
So there's a flavor
Yeah.
I'm getting at the beginning, and it's kind of like absinthe almost, like almost like a medicinal, like just at the very start.
Yeah.
It's I don't think this one's a rye.
I love blind. Don't you? It's just like
Oh, it's sometimes painful, but it still tastes good.
It's like almost like a licorice, like chartreuse flavor at the beginning.
chartreuse.
Yeah, that's what
Chartreuse.
it's more of a
Yeah.
chartreuse.
There you go.
These guys
Yeah.
are fancy.
My man's going nougat, chartreuse.
I know it. What are you
Did
doing
we,
to him,
we,
dude?
we bring the high society rhino out here today?
I love it. Don't get me wrong.
They get bougie with it.
It beats the vanilla caramel
Yeah.
constant.
I've got the stem over here, and I'm feeling.
I feel fancy.
My wine tasting
out,
roots
man.
are kicking out. I mean, I'm
A
getting a
little
little of
less
that
experience.
cognac flavor at the end.
Ooh.
Almost.
I was wondering what that smell is.
What?
Like a cognac kiss. Like it tastes
Exactly. Exactly. At the very end, at the finish, like it's been finished in a cognac or Armagnac barrel.
Have you tasted anything like this? Like, what's most familiar? If you were trying to compare the second one to something you've had before, what would you put on?
I think there's just too much complexity for me personally behind it, right? So I can't tell you the exact mash bill. I can't tell you, what I think it is. It's a blind tasting. But I feel like I've tried all the components before, and now it's just the different silos of flavor. How do you put that together and say, well, is it finished? Is there a rye component? Is there a wheat component? It's just, and also the flavors. We're talking about the cognac kiss on the back end, the toasted notes on the front end. It's all like very similar, familiar flavors. But this is one I'm definitely excited to see on the back end. What was it, right? Because layers and layers of complexity.
I mean, I feel like there's a cask that's covering it up, but I'm definitely, the more I draw into
I feel like it tastes really corny.
yeah, it feels
So,
corny.
so if I had to compare to something I've had previously,
He takes one more sip before.
I'd have to say maybe Michter's Toasted Bourbon. That or, you know, I actually am a big fan of Bull Run. So
I was kind of thinking it might be that.
I've had some finished Bull Runs. I have a pretty good amount of their bottles. This is really good. So, I mean, I'm you know, like Jay, I'm excited to see what this is.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, number 3.
On to number 3.
I get a florally.
Some floral.
Woo!
Yeah.
Big time.
Woo!
Might be off and getting the
A girl who
the
loves the
grassy
flowers.
experiments.
Yes, spearmint for
Definitely,
sure.
Yeah.
Getting a pop like that. I mean, that's like an explosion. Doesn't taste super high proof, but it definitely has some explosive, you know,
Like
flavors.
like herbal.
This is 122 proof. I think this might be
I'll
the
say the
highest.
nose has got heat.
What
This
the
might be the highest proof one.
That's insane.
man?
It feels really warm in the mouth, but not on the
Not
follow
like a
through.
tough Yeah.
You get a little warmth, but no burn, especially for that proof.
The mouth is a little thinner than I'd like.
Yes.
I like it a little more oily, a little more fuller.
You want to chew on that nougat?
It's good though.
But that spearmint pops, I think, to Jay's point when he brought that up, like that coats my tongue in spearmint. It's thin, it's not that oiliness, but you definitely get that.
This is like that spearmint rhino from Bourbon 30. Shouts to Trish, Miss Trish.
Yeah. So we've been moving. So this was the first one was the youngest one, and it got older. So you're up to almost 6 years now in this third sample.
Oh, okay. There's the burn.
Now you're getting it.
Yeah, there's a little bit of the burn down there.
Great coating on the full mouth too. You know, that spearmint, you know, if you want to call it burn, just that flavor explosion just lasts a little bit longer than those things we've tried here so far. I'm digging it. You know, it's Florida. It was 48 degrees last night. You know, it's probably 50, 60 something outside. I'm cold. I'm a Floridian. This is going perfectly. That's all I can say.
Nice.
I love it.
It's such a big shift though from the second sample with the sweetness of the in the corn to this one. You know, it's definitely a flavor change.
Right.
I think it's nice to have that blind tasting. For once, we got one thing that is straightforward, easy to understand. You like it. You know, predominant flavor profiles, and that's just one of my definitions of just a good, easy drink.
This
And
is
I
like
don't know
a
if any of y'all have had a mash bill like this before.
okay. Oh,
It's not really my wheelhouse. I don't think
Yeah.
it's bad, but I go for more of the butterscotch,
Party.
chocolate, red fruits, really sweet. Than the
floral.
floral. Yeah.
I
I'm
could
not
see.
really floral earthy guy. I mean, occasionally I'll find something that really catches my interest, but
Yeah.
this is good. It's just not what I would normally go with.
I could see Rhino going live on his patio overlooking the water in Cali, chugging that bottle right there. Definitely.
The more I've sat with it, I've liked it better. Initially, I wasn't a huge fan, but the more I
And
keep
no one added water to this one, I noticed. I know in a couple of the other ones you guys added maybe a drop or two, but
You want me to try it?
yeah,
I like it as well.
Yeah, I think it doesn't hurt at this point. Again, I feel bad now asking you to put water in, but again, I just
Whoa.
and this is something that
It changed
I
it a lot?
started experimenting with. I've never put a cube of moist dried things neat, and then the more I watch people taste and add, and try it straight up first, but then
Right.
a drop or two of water, especially the sample, because the consumers, we don't know how they're going to drink it. They may put a cube in it, so I want to make
Yep.
sure that it holds up.
Yep. So I dropped exactly 2 drips in there, and it pops even more.
Yeah.
I like the front better with the water, but I don't like the finish as much. It's kind of like muted that mintness at the beginning,
Uh-huh.
but at the same time it kind of muted the finish.
I would definitely drink this before going on a date. Little
Little
fresh
mouthwash.
breath. I like that a
Let's
lot.
crush this fourth one. This is.
Oh, this is a-
cider.
All right, off the back, I'm seeing char floating around in this
Oh,
one.
you got
Good.
char?
Did you get a little char?
I did get a little char in this one,
Yeah, you're lucky.
so I'm already digging it. Oh wow.
Ooh, I think I know what this one is.
You're the only one who would know what this one is.
Well, now I know what it is.
I knew I did it. I knew I shouldn't have. I was trying to keep it just enough to keep his interest peaked, but not enough to give it away.
Oh
so-
man, this is hammer. Wow.
That's got
Wow.
some funkiness going on. That's
Yeah,
like
it's so different.
almost like a sherry finish or something. Like this has got a unique wine cask type finish on it.
This is super
Look
unique.
how excited he is. You see that?
This is so good.
It's very refined. It's very delicate flavors. They're very strong, but yet soft flavors.
This one takes me on a roller coaster. You know, like as I'm taking the sip, I'm
The
kind of going up the
finish.
hill, and then I'm like, wow! Yeah. Now you like the chewy stuff, man. I'm telling you, this is probably up your alley. May I see the water?
It's like an oatmeal type flavor with the brown sugar in the middle for some reason.
Man, y'all making me thirsty.
Yeah, there's a lot here. There is
That's
definitely a
the
lot
way.
here. Look at the legs.
It's insane.
I mean, you know, we might not. I mean, look at this. You see those legs?
There's definitely like a dunder. There's something that's creating that dunder on the very, very back. I can just barely get it, so I'm reaching, right? I'm reaching to try and figure out what that flavor is based off past experiences. And not quite there.
So what it brings up for me is like kind of like the roasted sugared cinnamon nuts you get at like a ball game. The
Oh, okay.
I forget what they are.
Candied hot nuts.
Yeah, the candied roasted nuts.
Exactly,
Yeah.
candied roasted nuts.
It's funny. I'm the first one to bring up the nut component.
Yeah,
of it.
that's. I like that.
I totally get
I
that.
like that too.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Yeah.
smart.
I was gonna before Ryan actually said that. I was gonna say after I dropped a little water in there, I even get like maybe a raisin note in
A little
there.
bit. Yeah, it's totally giving me those stadium roasted sugared nuts.
The smell, the nose definitely changes when you drop a little water in there. It really opens up a little bit more.
It does. It totally gives it away. I think with
What do
the
you
water.
think?
Yeah.
This is actually the one sample
Yeah,
that
I like it. I think it's
where
like
I don't
woody
think
and
water
nutty.
does anything really to it.
I love the uniqueness about it.
Yeah.
It's just like it's not like anything I've ever had
Yeah,
before.
why pick barrels, man? If you're not going to do something unique, if it's going to taste like regular Buffalo Trace, what are you picking?
Right. Yeah. Give me this all day.
Yeah, it's just fun. This is just, you know, it's not a daily drinker, but this is the bottle you're going to bust out when someone comes by.
Yep.
Like, you know.
Yep.
All right, who's ready for the reveal?
I can't
You
wait,
guys,
man. I have no clue.
Well, for doing blind, let me just say, you guys killed it. I mean, I didn't have any doubts, but your tasting notes spot on. I mean, I've tried these things dozens of times. I should have been in here with it. I couldn't stop but nosing some of these glasses. So the reveal: wheat whiskey from Lone Elm, out of Texas. So.
A weeder.
No corn at all in this sucker. Just over 4 years old. The proof on this one was 125.8. Sorry.
Wow.
125.8.
Oh wow.
Woo!
And all from grain right in Forney, Texas. These guys have got some really amazing small format custom barreling that they're going on. Wheat whiskey is just exploding right now. So many great distillers doing it. And to me, this is just a really unique version of a wheat whiskey. So
That's
that
great.
sweetness is really comes through on that wheat. You're the first ones here in Florida
Wow.
to
Oh, wow.
check this out. So had to start with that wheat whiskey, that sweetness. So number 2, y'all have had before. I was surprised
Bull Run?
that no Bull Run.
No.
Who thought it was finished? Someone thought it was finished like in a toasted cask.
I think that-
Toasted.
I mean,
So
he
he-
said toasted, but I said
Yeah.
finish.
So this one, I had is Nulu
Oh, wow.
barrel that we did. So we brought in 4 barrels of Nulu, and this was the one barrel that I held back because to me this was so off profile from everything Nulu had done. It's not in a toasted barrel, none of that stuff. And when Chase sent these down, I was like, I'm not giving this one up to anybody. This is just too weird for a sourced product with low, high corn, like you called it on it, low rye, 21% rye. But to me, if you're a fan of Nulu, this is a different world.
These
Yeah.
are the ones that I helped bring down here.
Yes, sir.
I
Oh,
liked them
really?
up with Chase.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I'm
Not
really
expect
surprised.
that to be Nulu.
diverse.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I mean, Ryan and I have
that's why
tasted.
I was wondering. I was like, man, are they gonna? Because when you smell it, it's MGP on the nose, like
Yeah.
all day.
Right.
And then when you get into the taste, it tasted like it was toasted barrel finished. It's got this.
I had no idea you were gonna throw a Nulu in there.
I know it. That's why I got to throw it. You gotta change it up.
I mean, Ryan, myself, you know, we spent a lot of time over there,
Yeah.
tasted a lot of barrels, and now I don't know. I can't believe I didn't pick it up.
Yeah. That's why I was watching you guys the whole time. Like, are they gonna call it out here? Well, this
Let's
is
get to my.
another.
This was my favorite.
This is your favorite.
Yeah.
So
Ooh, here we
what do
go.
you think this is?
I liked it because
your guesses
it
on
was
this.
light and florally, and I'm a girl, and what girl doesn't love flowers?
Yeah.
Tell me about this.
This could be a rye. This is a rye.
100% rye.
Bang.
Oh wow.
So, all rye, malted rye, 14%, 86% Minnesota rye, 122.6 proof on it. This to me was just the quintessential 100% rye. I mean, the mintiness, the spearmint, the floralness, very, very different than what your traditional bourbon-esque rye would be. And that's, to me, again, there's not many people doing this. New Riff is experimenting with 100% rye. Your boy Tim Lilly up at Hill Rock is experimenting with 100% rye, but this is probably the only barrel pick 100% rye in the country.
Now that you say that, the Hoobers, over at Starlight, they have an indigenous rye that I dig a lot.
Yeah.
And that's, now that I know what this is, it's bringing back some of that memory,
And
from
they
that
grow all
indigenous
their
rye.
rye right there on property too, right? For that
Yeah,
indigenous
yep.
The
rye.
indigenous, yeah.
Yeah, for the indigenous rye one.
Oh.
Well, this is close to home. The last one is going to hit you right in the.
Oh, yeah.
Give
right
it
in
to
the
us.
hole. So the fourth one, which was finished in the secondary barrel, only one that was finished.
Okay.
Because we thought the second one might have been finished.
Mhm.
Even the
Yeah.
third one, we were thinking
Maybe, yeah.
the watershed finished in Nocino barrels.
Oh, nice.
Super
Yeah,
rare.
yes, no Chino.
No, nobody knows what the hell Nocino is unless you have an Italian grandparent or you're from Columbus, Ohio. But Nocino is an Italian walnut liqueur.
Oh wow.
So there's like a 2-week window in July.
Say that again. Nocino.
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 Yep.
And it's an Italian walnut liqueur. So they pick unripened walnuts
Oh, there's the nuts, bro.
off of the tree.
We
2-week
said that, yeah.
window, like in
Nutty
July.
and woody.
They middle of the night they do it. They bring it into the distillery. It's still soft now. The walnut hasn't formed that hard shell. They start chopping all of it up. They throw it into the distillate base, which is their vodka, all made from locally distilled corn and apples. Add sugar, their bitters, their spices, everything. They let it sit for 6 months. They strain out all the solids. They put it in a bourbon barrel, the Nocino. So about a year. After the end of the year, they dump that ex-bourbon barrel from the Nocino. Let's fill that empty Nocino barrel up with 4-year watershed bourbon.
Oh wow.
Let that sit for almost another year, and that's what you get
That's,
here.
I love
That's
it.
amazing.
So 113 proof on it, 4-year bourbon, then like I said, another almost a year in the
I think that's my favorite of the
How
four.
culturally diverse of you guys.
I agree.
something.
And so in Columbus,
It's a great
we have,
representation.
we have a couple local distilleries, but we've, in our bourbon societies, in our groups, we really have been waiting on someone to grab the reins, not just in Columbus, but in Ohio in general, to kind of be that staple brand.
So the goal here today, as everybody knows, we're trying to pick a barrel.
Yeah.
I know there's a couple that I like. There's one I really love, but I wanted to hear where everybody else is at. Chad, starting with you.
So they were all good. I think the first one was dark and delicious, but at the end of the day, I really enjoyed that last one. I think it's got a deep complexity to the flavor. I think it would hold up to a cigar. Like if you were outside by a fire with having a cigar, it would hold up to that. And just sipping with some friends. So that's nice.
DP?
Yeah, man. I got to echo kind of what he said. My second favorite, definitely number one. But man, I know you're looking for that most unique. LFG, we're trying to bring something cool to the table. Number 4 is very complex. There's a lot there. I think it keeps it keeps your attention all the way through. So, and I know I'd love to share more pours with you guys over that bottle. So I got to pick 4, man.
I'm gonna come back to the end. So
All right.
Jordan.
I mean, across the board, obviously, I think we're all going to go with number 4. I think my second favorite was the third because of the
I'm kind of
herbal.
surprised you didn't pick that one.
I know it's the herbal and the floral for me since I'm kind of girly, but
Jay?
I mean, I'm pretty simple, right? I'm the last guy in the lineup. I'm going to agree with number 4. It's just, it really had that just special construction to it. To like you mentioned, it keeps your attention throughout the entire pour. And sometimes you're drinking something that's not as interesting. You get lost more in the conversation versus the whiskey. I think this is one of those where I'll just constantly be thinking to myself, wow, what is that? That's really good. This will interrupt conversations.
This becomes the conversation. It's crazy. It does. Like when you're drinking.
I love that.
I mean, lined up with anything else, it's really going to stand alone and set itself apart. It's just so unique, and that's really what I go for.
What do you think, Rhino?
It's by far my favorite. I liked 1 and 2. Wasn't crazy about 3, and then 4 just kind of blew me away. It really is like everything we look for at LFG.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Something
Completely
new, something
unique.
unique people haven't heard of.
Yep.
Real robust, unique flavors. It's got layers. It changes during the pour. I mean, it's pretty good. What's the deal with this? How many batches? How many barrels? Where all did it go?
This is super exclusive and
Yep.
limited. There's I think 4 accounts in the entire country that got any of this. This
Oh, wow.
is not something that they distribute. It was 3,000 people signed up for the lottery for the distillery release. of
And how many
this
bottles did they
in
release?
Ohio. It's less than 500 bottles.
Oh wow! And you've got the
That
whole.
includes whatever you're getting.
And you've got the whole allotment of
That's it.
Florida, right?
That I'm the only. I'm one of 4.
Nice,
And now maybe you're one of 4.
nice. So you'd be okay with LFG stealing this from the state of
And
Florida?
if there's,
Come on.
there's only one person that I would even allow to take this, otherwise I would drink it all myself with Jay here.
Yeah, let us get this out on the West Coast.
this
People need to try
Yeah,
this.
this is something. The only reason I put this in here is because you guys honestly are the only ones that I would even consider sharing this with. That's how much y'all mean to,
I appreciate
to
it.
me and,
Hell yeah, thanks,
and,
man.
and us here. And
Hey, grab them up. Let's cheers. Let's cheers to No Chino.
guys.
Cheers.
Go.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking
Let's
go.
go.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go.